And who else but Captain Jerry Hansen III to score the first points for Anchor Bay in this game. Coming late, but during this drive, it was a lot of Hansen moving the ball.
The few Anchor Bay students here in the student section, Hawaii night for them. Can't seem to see the Sharks anymore, but
perhaps they just turned the lights off in the suits. But finally giving their home crowd something to cheer for, get points on the board.
They're going to go for two here. Looking to throw it. Ben Acker to the end zone, incomplete. That was intended for their tight end, Balyet.
Just a little too far on the throw. He was open, had an opportunity to score, but just overthrown a little bit. Will keep Anchor Bay at 6.
5:34 to go here in this fourth quarter.
Take another look at the touchdown run by Hansen. Fighting through contact, many Eagles pushing him away, but finally his teammate 74 coming in, barreling through to knock him in. 74, Lucas Kane. That one will end the shutout for the Eisenhower defense.
That was 6 quarters of shutout football there from the Eagles. From last week, they went down 7-0, scored 28 unanswered points, all the way through about 6 minutes here in the fourth quarter, just shutout football.
And that's very difficult to do with the competition you're playing against. And even if shutouts aren't the only way to win, it's sure nice to have that in your pocket saying, hey, we got the capacity to be an absolute shutdown defense.
That's right. It's an onside kick. See who's going to get the ball. They're going to say Eisenhower's got it.
Pulling out all the stops to try and get Anchor Bay back in this one. Almost working, too, as the first player to touch it couldn't secure it, leaving it loose, but Eisenhower ultimately able to recover it on special teams. Take another look at it. The live ball after that first touch. And Anchor Bay was smelling blood going for the ball, but the Eagles getting in at the last second.
1st and 10 from the Eisenhower 48-yard line. Bullock takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Hurley, running up the left side, trying to find some room. Stops at the 50 and makes a nice move down to the 45-yard line.
And that one could have been no gain to the line of scrimmage, but a couple of extra moves would be enough to make a gain of about 6 or 7. But we do have a man down for Eisenhower. It's number 2, Keaton Duda.
Definitely something that you do not want to see at the end of a game where you're pretty much got this locked up.
Definitely, and you want to make sure that your players get the reps and they'll have opportunities to highlight themselves, but just unfortunate to see it in unneeded time to go down this way.
That's right. Seems to be stretching out that left leg.
Training staff still taking a look here.
Limp off a little bit, but starts to jog.
Good to see him up under his own power. It's always a good sign. With the red paint coming off on some of the jerseys for Anchor Bay.
2nd down and about 3. Bullock takes the snap, hands off to Hurley, running up the middle. Finds a big hole down to the 30. Still on his feet at the 25 and down at the 24, 23, they'll say the 24-yard line.
There was nobody in the middle of that defense. It was just wide open turf for Hurley to find space. We'll take another look at that. No contact all the way pretty much for 15, almost 20 yards. No contact. Able to just run free. A big play for Eisenhower.
Eisenhower just happy to let this clock roll down. It's under 5 minutes to go now.
No rush to do anything. It's up to Anchor Bay to make Eisenhower rush for the rest of this game here.
Bullock takes the snap, hands it off to Hurley again. Trying to find some room on the right side. He's tripped up behind, and ball came out, but he was down after a 2-yard gain.
Number 59, Ben Latona, was in the backfield, had the shoelaces of the runner. But Hurley was still able to be on his feet and at least make a positive gain out of it.
Second down and 8 here. No official play clock. They just have to wait for the umpire to raise his hand. Hand off to Korn. And he's going to get brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 3 on that play.
That's about 1 eagle for 5 Tar defenders there. Trying to shake and make some moves here, but sometimes you bring enough defenders and it'll bring anybody down. So he spins off the first tackle, waves off the second, but ultimately everyone comes crashing in. And it was 28.
As we're nearing 3 minutes, this is a 3rd down. So far, 6 for 13, excuse me. Bullock takes the snap, fakes the run. He's going to throw this towards the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown, Eagles. 26 yards. Keaton Duda off the injury table and in the end zone.
He told the training staff, no, I'm good. Watch this. After a big play up the middle by Hurley to bring them within range, they fake the QB run and just sling it over to number 2 with the neon gloves, all that's needed for another 6 for Eisenhower.
Second passing touchdown for Jack Bullock today. Fanone kicks the extra point, and it is good. With 3 minutes exactly left in this game, Eisenhower decides to take a shot for the end zone and make it. It's 30-6.
That's right, 3 minutes left. 30-6, Eisenhower has us all wrapped up.
Well, there you see the homecoming queen. She had a little costume change at halftime. She's right back on the sidelines for the cheerleading team.
Hey, sometimes you got a job to do, regardless of the festivities. You got to perform.
3 minutes to go in this one. Just want to get out of this game healthy, safe, and with a victory.
And at this point here, Anchor Bay, maybe with the opportunity, some may say, to try anything at this point. With only 3 minutes left, there's only so much you can do to finish out this game. Why not try some things against some good competition? See if certain concepts find themselves to be more productive than others. Learn a little bit about your team in the final 3 minutes here. There's always a good use of time when it comes to these games, even in situations with the scoreboard as it is.
Fanone getting ready to kick this one away. Low line drive kick ends up in the end zone for a touchback. Well, this Eisenhower offense, has come from all sides here. We got a 15-yard pass to Braylon Burnside, a 26-yard pass to Keaton Duda, a 2-yard run from Bryce Hurley, and then, of course, we got the fumble recovery from Mason Korn. So this team can hit you on all sides.
Definitely. It's basically just pick your poison here. If you want to cover this option, then we got many other that are going to be able to score, countering that. So that makes this Eisenhower team very dangerous and worthy of being one of the best teams ranked in the state of Michigan. They're going to be a big, big factor in this MAC Red division.
And those scoring plays don't even account for Connor Temple just being able to find some room downfield, making some big catches in this game.
Definitely able to hold his composure, hold his position, stay strong through contact, because when you're in the middle that way.
It's like we got a penalty called against Anchor Bay, a personal foul. They don't really go into much detail on personal fouls in high school here, but it's a 15-yard penalty.
You got to make sure your behavior stays strong. You got to keep your composure and be mature about it. Because even in situations like this, like you may think on the sideline, oh, what else can we do at this point? Well, you can keep your composure and at least keep your team from suffering from penalties at the very least.
Anchor Bay's got it 1st and 10. Take the snap, hand it off, keep it himself, excuse me. Running up the left side, and he'll get taken down at about the 18-yard line. That was the quarterback, Nolan Vanacker.
And it seems like the most of the yards that Anchor Bay has been able to get, at least in the second half, has been from either Wildcat or QB draws or quarterback design runs. Haven't been able to get the offense moving in other spots. We see a few big passes to the tight end and Balliette, but other than that, it's been very short yardage, little by little, for the Anchor Bay offense, which has been working for the Eisenhower defense.
He's going to hand this ball off. It's going to be a throw from Hansen. He's got a wide open receiver. That's Michael Orlando running down the sideline, the 40, and he's finally tripped up short of the 30-yard line. See if we can get a number on who caught him, but it was the last person available.
Yeah, and in moments like this in a game, why not try the wild stuff? Finding Orlando wide open and able to sprint as much as he can.
That was Michael Lajaj.
Number 88 for Eisenhower, able to catch up to him, but a big spark for the offense late in the game.
Vanacker keeps it himself down to the 28-yard line. Under 2 minutes to go here. No gain on the play.
That one being the longest throw of the day for Anchor Bay. I was mentioned before, haven't gotten a lot of deep throws downfield. That one being one of the few.
Vanacker takes the snap. He's going to try it himself, and it is incomplete. Intended for Jerry Hansen.
Just a little underthrown. He was in the right position, had great separation from the defensive backs, but had to stop on a dime, but was too far too late.
Just short. A bit of a wobbler there. But like you said, he was open. He was open to catch that.
Yeah, even with 3 Eagles trailing him, if you throw it ahead, then he is open.
Another try on 3rd down for Anchor Bay there. 0 for 8 today.
Let's see if they continue to rip it downfield.
Looks like they were trying to get the play from the sideline. Vanacker takes the snap, looking to throw. Still on his feet. He's being chased out of the pocket. He's going to throw this one over the middle. Wide open. Touchdown, Anchor Bay, but we got a flag.
We'll see if the play is called back or if Anchor Bay finding their second touchdown late in the game. We'll see what those in stripes say.
Ineligible downfield on the offense, number 74. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 2nd down.
Ineligible downfield Right there, right in the middle of your screen. Pushes him back 5 yards, negates the touchdown.
And sometimes it's those technicalities. You don't think about all you're doing is just moving downfield, but you got to always be aware of the playbook, where you're allowed to be, because what would have been a touchdown for Anchor Bay, you end up costing your team. So a lot of notes to be taken to do better next time.
They'll get another shot at 3rd down. Benacker takes the snap. He's looking to throw. He's going to throw this one towards the end zone. And it is, I don't know if that was caught. I think it was. And we got a flag on the play.
That one might have been a defensive pass interference, so they may get that one anyway. But if they choose to decline it, it'll count as a catch. Or they're saying incomplete.
They're going to say incomplete.
Tough contested ball there.
Pass interference on the defense, number 21. That penalty is declined. First down.
They were signaling a declined penalty, not an incomplete.
Oh. Well, if that's the case, we'll take a look here. Double covered, still able to search and find the ball and catch the defensive back's arm as well.
Well, that's the first 3rd down conversion for Anchor Bay with 1 minute to go here. 1st and goal from the 5.
See if they can get themselves on the board here and go out with less of a sour taste in their mouth.
He'll take the snap. He's looking to throw. Still looking downfield. Pass is off the hands of his intended receiver. That was number 46, Braden Hicks. Incomplete.
And he knew he had a chance at it too. Frustration right after. But trying to catch it over your head through the pads in your helmet can sometimes be difficult.
He was open.
Maybe mistiming the jump a little bit too to try and high point it. We'll have one more chance at it. Or another chance at it, rather.
2nd down and goal. He's going to throw it on the outside. That's Hansen. And he's going to walk in for another touchdown for the Tars.
A big play getting them downfield, and Anchor Bay is able to cash in late in the game. 48 seconds left on the clock. They bring it to 12. Showing some life on offense. Able to walk out of this one without the shutout.
Jerry Hansen gets his 2nd touchdown of the game there. Looks like they're going to go for 2 again.
We'll see what they dial up here.
He's going to throw it to Hansen again. Same play, but this time to the left side, and Eisenhower is able to stop it for a no-good conversion.
Trying to give Hansen a chance, one of your best players in this game at least. But 1-on-2 with short yardage, the tough one to make through. And it'll stay at 12 points for Anchor Bay, 30-12. Your score with 48 seconds left.
So next week, Shelby TV will be here for Utica taking on Lance Cruz, the Utica Chieftains. And as we said, Eisenhower going on the road to Stevenson. And as you see, it's already a little bit crowded trying to leave the stadium early.
We wish everyone a safe trip home. Be very careful, go slow, and be patient. Homecoming traffic is no joke.
Wonder if they got any leftover hot dogs at the concession stand.
Well,
I think we're going to be here for a little bit.
I'll let you know, but they might just be out by the time I get there.
Lining up, probably try another onside kick here.
Their first one was almost successful, bouncing off the first eagle. So we'll see if they can replicate it and get themselves an extra drive, a few more shots downfield.
Nope, they're going to kick this one away. And this is going to stop rolling at the 2. They got to pick it up. And he's just going to fall over. That's Brody Kelsey. And they're going to stay down at about the 5-yard line. Once again, we want to thank Esplanditos for their sponsorship of Shelby TV and Eisenhower football. 586-739-1070. Like I said, you know, get your Esplanditos early. 6:30, call it in. They'll be there by they might be there by kickoff. Make it 6 o'clock just to be safe.
Always got to be safe with it, especially for food like that.
Pizza, tacos.
Listen, that's some good stuff. What else would you want?
I don't know. Now Eisenhower's stuck in very close to their end zone. 44 seconds to go.
A chance to prove themselves in a situation like this.
Bullock takes the snap. He hands it off to Hurley. Running up the right side. Dodges a tackle to the 15, 20, and he'll just slide down in bounds at the 22-yard line for a first down.
They'll keep the clock running.
That should be just about the last play of the game here. I don't think they'll have to snap it. Maybe one more time.
Trying to let the players here get to their homecoming festivities eventually a little quicker here. Smiles on the Eisenhower faces, officials as well. Everyone's having a good time. But a better time had so far by the Eisenhower Eagles.
And that is going to do it. Your final score, Eisenhower 30, Anchor Bay 12. And Giovanni, your final thoughts on this game?
It took a little bit in the first half, but Eisenhower ultimately broke through the door and continued kicking to get to 30-12, holding a very strong defense at 12 points. They've had a great game on both sides.
Well, as the teams meet at the 50-yard line for handshakes, for my broadcast partner, Giovanni Mosheri, thank you very much. Your first game, I can't wait to work with you continuing on for the rest of the season. My name's Chris Wright. Your final score, Eisenhower 30, Anchor Bay 12. We'll be back next week. Thank you.